So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and a couple of interesting stories I thought I'd point out to you if you haven't already seen. So the first one is testing out grand battles with tier 8 tanks. So this is interesting move by Wargaming. So as everyone knows, or people might not know, but grand battles are grand scale battles. Currently only two maps, Klondike and Nebelberg are the two maps, and they have 30 players on each side instead of the normal 15, so double the number of players, but they're only tier 10. Now they haven't been terribly popular, shall we say. It started off they were. I have to say I haven't played one for so long because so many people must have it turned off as an option. So they're experimenting with reducing it down to tier 8s as well. So only from the 13th of November through to the 20th, so a week of testing it, which I think is interesting variant. See what happens. So it can be basically you have to enable the option within your selector. So it'll probably be there as a default, but if you've turned it off you'll need to turn it back on. So grand battles alongside the standard encounter and assault modes, etc. So 30v30, tier 8s only, and Klondike and Nebelberg only. Objective is basically destroy the enemy or capture their flag. So yeah, here you go, you need to make sure this is turned on, grand battles. So interesting move, I think. Interesting move. I mean, Nebelberg, I don't know, it's been so long since I played either of these maps. The Shooting Scooters, you know, I play with quite a bit. He used to love grand battles, but always maintained, I think he said that I forget which side, one side was dominant over the other, but I never had enough experience to try that out. But that's Nebelberg, which is an interesting map with this massive castle in the middle. It becomes a whole different kettle of fish with a tier 8 rather than a tier 10, and sort of almost down to how to front lines used to be, right? So sort of a mini front lines, and we all loved front lines. Well, most of us did anyway. This is Klondike, snowy map, big factory area up here, little factory here, another one here, another one here. Quite wide open in other patches, but kind of a fun map all the same. So anyway, if you like grand battles, if you like front lines, try this out and make sure you've got grand battles selected, and then when you hit tier 8 battles it may randomly put you into a grand battle with 30 other tier 8s aside. Interesting, very interesting. They're also testing a new 30v30 grand battle map on the test server right now, called Hinterland, which is also an interesting map, but very, very open, so artillery will love it, but also an interesting. So clearly they're persisting with 30v30 in grand battle mode, even though it hasn't been terribly popular. Bring it down to tier 8 could be interesting, I think, but you know, bring us back front lines. That's what we really want. That's what we really want. Anyway, thought you'd be interested. Let me know what you think down below. So the second thing I saw, which I think is really interesting, this is changes to the Asian server. So only the Asian server at this moment. Basically, they're looking at introducing changes to matchmaking and introducing bots into the game. Now, before you all rush away and make comments about, oh, the game's full of bots already, well, it kind of is already. These are genuine bots that have been placed in the game as sort of non-player characters, I guess, to improve the time that it takes to get a match on the Asian server. Now, I know some people on here who watch this channel play on the Asian server. Maybe they can talk to me about the problems with getting matches, but they're saying about this is to address long waiting times in the queue, especially in queues in tiers 1 to 5 on the Anzac server, and current matchmaking is not enjoyable for lower tier tanks, as there's a higher ratio of battles in which the tanks can feel ineffective. Well, welcome to World of Tanks, boys and girls. So from the 13th of November they are doing a live trial only for Asia, which is a shame. tweaking the matchmaking to give more 2-tier battles rather than the more common 3-tier battles, 357. Good. Good. About time. Get rid of this horrible 357. That's all I'm saying. The addition of bots to tiers 1 to 5 on the Australian New Zealand server. There you go. Interesting. So what exactly? Well, their patch will come in which will basically amend the weighting so that if you are in tier 6 to 9 and 7 to 8, you'll have more chance of a tier 2 battle compared to the normal tier 3 battle, 3 classes, so 357, if you see what I mean. So it's going to be 5-10s or all same type battles that you'll get into more often than not. In addition, those in preferential matchmaking tanks will see an increasing amount of battles where the vehicles are the same or 1 tier lower. So basically your tier 8s will see all tier 8s or 5 tier 9s, the rest tier 8s, which actually while it'd be possible to get in battle with vehicles 1 tier higher, oh hang on, other way around, sorry. So it will be more often than not in a premium preferential matching you'll be all tier 8s, or you will be the 5 in a 5-10 matchup, so 5 tier 8s, 10 tier 7s, which is really powerful, and how it used to be really with these tier 8 preferential matchmaking tanks. So it's saying while it's possible to get into battle with 1 tier higher, these instances will be rarer to switching priorities. So what I'll say about this whole changes to the matchmaking is Wargaming told us that they couldn't change it, that it was all down to the preferential matchmaking which was screwing up the matchmaking, and you know, it was ruining their idyllic 357, and that was the way they were going to go. They've just proved themselves to be talking out their arses again, haven't they? I mean, this is just... Now, I want this matchmaking for every server, because this sounds fun, right? The chances are you're going to be same tier, or at worst 1 tier lower than everything else, so +1 matchmaking, which is what we've all really wanted for a long time. So why the hell does it only have to be Asia? Hopefully this test will allow them to bring it into all the other servers, and then, you know, we'll all be happy. And bots, as I say, bots will come in only for tiers 1 to 5. Maximum number of bots is 7, so potentially you could half your team being bots. Now I know, jokes again, there'll be jokes in the chat down below about that's an improvement on normal. Normally I've got 10 bots and 15 bots in my team, but anyway, so they will basically be assigned to speed up the matchmaking process, and there will be a special colon and a special badge beside them so you know who's in your team. Now the problem is you can't rely on them, of course. They'll behave however they've been programmed to behave, but you know, is that a good thing? I don't know. If it gets people playing the game and it gets less wait time, then it's probably a good thing, but I don't know. Bots into the game any more than there already are, I'm not sure I like the idea of that bit. I do, however, want this change to the matchmaking to come to all servers. This is just brilliant in my book. Please, Wargaming, in time for Christmas, change it so we all get decent matchmaking for once. Let me know what you think down below. I know everyone's going to have an opinion on this one, and I'd love to hear it. Hope you found it interesting. If you did, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I'll see you again soon. This is Gamer Dom, signing out.